UCPH is a safe workplace, but sometimes events make it necessary to evacuate. This includes bomb threats, toxic spill, gas emission, or fire. In such cases, UCPH's shared evacuation concept becomes effective. The concept is the same throughout UCPH and is based on the idea that in dangerous situations, employees will always assume leadership. UCPH has not pre-selected a team of persons responsible for evacuation. If you discover a dangerous situation, you must evaluate whether you will be able to stop it and save any persons at threat. Think before you act. Do not put yourself at risk. If the dangerous situation cannot be stopped, you must set off the alarm by calling 112 or activate the fire alarm. Then evacuation is initiated. Once evacuation has begun, the equipment available from the evacuation stations should be used. If you are the first person to reach an evacuation station, put on the yellow vest and assume the role of evacuation manager. Your job as evacuation manager is described step by step on the yellow instruction card available from the evacuation station. Your main task as evacuation manager is to clear the area shown on the back of the yellow card and make sure neighboring areas are informed of the evacuation in progress. If possible, you as evacuation manager must hand over the orange vest to a colleague. Your colleague thus becomes assembly point manager. If you have assumed the role of assembly point manager, you must take the orange card and follow the instructions described here. Your main task as assembly point manager is to stay at the assembly point and gather the persons who have been evacuated and to be in contact with the evacuation managers and the authorities, for example, the on-site police commander and the chief of the fire brigade. You should always take the alarm seriously. When you hear the alarm, make sure that what you are doing is secure. Shut all windows and doors and leave the room. If necessary, you may assist in the evacuation and rescue efforts, but never put yourself at risk. Follow the exit signs out of the building. Remember not to use the elevator. All staff must gather at the assembly point. You must stay at the assembly point and wait for further instructions. If you are a teacher, you will automatically become the evacuation manager of your students. You must evacuate your students to the assembly point. Teachers must thus be familiar with the evacuation concept and know the escape routes from the classroom. In general, you should always be aware of escape routes, call points, fire equipment, and first aid kits. Next time you pass an evacuation station, stop and read the yellow and orange cards. Then you will be prepared if you suddenly find yourself in an emergency situation.